Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. We are going on another dream tour today. In my last video, a lot of people suggested slash requested that I check out Aika village. So I thought, yeah, that's a good idea. I wanted to explore more horror-themed towns. As stated before in my previous video, I've never played New Leaf, and I know that Aika Village's popularity arose from New Leaf. I didn't know much about it, so I thought I'd just do a little bit of research. And yes, this does contain very heavy themes that aren't for children. Also, if you're sensitive to things like trauma and, well, mental illness and all these things, even one theme that is explored in this is actually RAPE. So if that is not for you, please turn back now. I heard this is scarier than Hitokui Village. I don't know. It could be. From what I've read, you're going into the mind in this dream world. You're actually descending into the subconscious mind of Aika herself. So we're going to see the world through her eyes from her childhood to perhaps her adolescent, I believe. Here's the dream code. If you wish to explore it yourself, jot this down and let's get to it. Yes. So from what I've read, I read a little bit of the interview with the creator. The creator said it's up to us to interpret the story. They didn't give away so much detail, but I've read other people's theories, and yeah, it's pretty dark and twisted. I'm eager to explore it myself. I love these dream towns that tell a story. This is going to be quite a tragic story. It's the theme of horror in this is a bit different from Hitokui. Hitokui is just blood and gore. This is to do with real life childhood trauma, which is probably why it's scarier. Well, I wish that it would be a sweet one, except I heard it's not. Oh, hello! Oh, I love Tad! He's so adorable. Oh, my little Tad. Dream. Let me check the bulletin board. Ay, ay, ay. Dorio? Okay, Aika no rumeru wa ga shi soshite. You know what? My Japanese is not good enough, so... Oh, God, that's a bit harsh on the eyes, isn't it? So here we have angel statues. The Valiant statue. It has a chopped off head. It could be intentionally placed here to show that, well, Aika is quite innocent, but something went wrong due to the angel's head being chopped off. I'm not sure, that's just my interpretation. Just check the map. Oh, we have a lot of people here. Got Aika. Number 34. Jikenshitsu. Okay, and Aika again. And Genekoen. Genekoen means energy. So she could be a spirit. Maybe. Mo utaranai de. This means no longer singing. No more songs. Oh, and I'm glad I opened up the map because look at that. There's an SOS. That's pretty Sad already. Hora? Horamura kore... Horamura korekta. Ah, this means horror village collector. Okay, so it could be like jabbing at the Animal Crossing community a little bit with maybe people like me who explore horror towns. Let's see. Beruso Hakutstai. I don't know what it means, I'm sorry. Alright, I assume that the first house we must go to is this way, but I just want to check this out. That's really harsh on the eyes. This blurry madness could be, well, you're stepping off the stones here, immediately onto this pavement. You have now entered the realm of Aika's dream, her world, and this is her perception of things. It's distorted because perhaps her life, she's experienced some troubles, and oh, there she is. Oh, hello, Aika. And she just sees the world in a very distorted way due to her trauma. Got the Jacob's ladder here. I suppose this is put here to symbolize eternity, youth, eternity. It's the rarest flower in New Horizons, and just look at this badass beast. It's very long. Oh god, it's got a long neck. Yeah, that's crazy. I love Hypno KK. I got it playing in my house as well. I love it. I love it so much. You know, this is great. It really soothes the dream state of mind, the wandering through another person's dream, exploring their distorted memories. God, that's... How do they do that? I think that's pretty amazing. How they manage to... Wow. Architect such a really amazing illusion there. It looks like dragons are flying in the sky. So already I can tell that Aika is quite... Well, yeah, she's a child, so she's very imaginative. Time here. Presents. Oh, look. Oh god, the cannons kind of sent shivers down my spine. Ticking time bomb. Could suggest that Aika is a ticking time bomb. Perhaps. And we will go down here. Ladder. Do I need this? I suppose I need it. Oh, and a swimsuit? Yeah. Green balloon. Bubble blowers. Okay. So I just... Oh, King Tut mask? Maybe I'll wear that. I haven't gotten a King Tut mask yet. Oh no. That was... that was a terrible sound. Her shoes are here. Okay, I wonder what that means. Perhaps... I mean, these aren't even swimming shoes. It just could imply that Aika may have committed or tried to commit suicide. And the Nook Mile tickets. Oh god. Who's that? Oh god, that's a very distorted looking Judy slash Raymond? If Judy and Raymond had a baby together, perhaps that's what would come out of it. It's really, it's kind of creepy. All the Nook Mile tickets. Okay, I already can see. Ah, do you think that this is perhaps, you know, like in the Animal Crossing community, we go hunting for our dreamies. I mean, I know I go hunting for my dreamies. And perhaps it's like a deep inner longing for happiness once you get the animal. You feel happy, but not exactly complete. That's why it's still distorted, and people spend so much Nook miles, but it could also be hinting at the greed in the community as well. Oh, hey. Why did that happen? Is it because I'm wearing the mask? Is it cursed? I don't know why I fell. Oh god, it's probably cursed. Oh jeez. I don't know if I should... Oh, I don't know if I should wear the mask in that case. Oh, so we have blue and pink balloons, blue shoes. Okay, and a blue doll. Oh, we have someone here. Hello? Can I... Oh, I can't. Oh, that's smart. So before I can go there, I have to go to this house first. I like how they've laid that all out. Whereas in, like, Hitoku Village, it was a bit random, a bit sporadic. You could go wherever. Okay, this is the first house. Oh, I love this music. I love it. Birthday cake. The red dress that represents Aika. I'm taking this mask off, seriously. It's giving me bad luck. These are perhaps her parents. She's the only daughter as far as I can tell. Mother and father. It begins with her childhood. Every childhood should be happy and lovely. And on the surface, it seems so. In Aika's case, it seems so on the surface. Oh, I can't go back here? Ah, alright then. Okay, let's go in here then. What horrors would we discover? I wonder. Oh god, look at this. Immediately, this Christian analogy with the apples. The apples which represent... Well, it represents so much because in the Garden of Eden, Eve was tempted by the devil to eat. Well, it doesn't specifically state that it's an apple, but the fruit wasn't just fruit. It opened Eve's mind to the world of evil. Before she ate that fruit, she only knew good. Humans only knew good. The fall is when they took the bite out of the apple and they became aware of evil. So this apple represents all the evil that is in the world. I mean, that's my interpretation. It's terrible, you know, when you become a teenager and you realize that life is hard. It's a terrible transition to discover that the world is actually quite a cruel place. We have this big Adonis statue here. Oh goodness, nudity. And lots of women. Well, I'm guessing this is her father. It's just my interpretation, but I'm wondering if her father not only slept with other women, but may have abused Aika too. Because this is Aika's mind. This is her dream, and well, when she found out that her father was cheating on her mother, that's one of the ugly sins she saw in the world. Lust. We have that KK church music playing in the background. Yep, it fits the situation. Let me see, anything else around here? No? Well, alrighty then. I've noticed that everything is facing this way. Oh, okay. Peachy. Little peach surprise. Okay. Can't move. Want to get out of here, all these naked people. Okay, so that room represents Aika perhaps opening her eyes to evil and sin, seeing the ugliness in humans. Oh, that's traumatizing for a child. Ooh. Yeah, this isn't nice. They're all facing away from Aika. Oh god, those eyes. Some people say that Aika is suffering from schizophrenia and that these eyes are her eyes. But in my interpretation, I believe that a lot of these toys, these dolls, represent different personalities of Aika. And the eyes are her parents, perhaps her father watching her, and she's got her back turned to those eyes because she's afraid. That's why the room is dark. You have a lot of cute toys, but also some disturbing ones like the centipede. And the raccoon figurine is scary. And the ancient statue, which I love. I love the ancient statue, that's so cool. But the raccoon figurine, in Japanese mythology, that's a little mischievous imp. So we have like a mixture of lovely toys, but also some very spooky ones. Yep, and I think perhaps there was some sort of abuse in her family towards Aika. She was perhaps sheltered and watched intently by her parents. Yeah, that room was very sinister. There's a trash bin here. Okay. Upstairs then. A little bit different from the last room we saw. This is like a happy child's room. It's what you would expect for any child to have. What they deserve is happiness. This is how it should be. Should have their lovely little toys. Aika's made some paintings. Okay, that's... So the girl in the red dress is Aika. And that's her mother in the pink. And her father in the blue. Okay, and there's a dog. The sun looks like a blood stain. I don't know if that's intentional or if I'm just reading too much into things once again. Well, you guys let me know in the comments section. It looks like the mother and father are looking away from each other. And Aika's in the middle. It's difficult for a child to be in the middle of their parents. Yeah, well, personally speaking, you know, like Aika, I'm also an only child, and my parents are divorced, so I know that puts a lot of stress on a child. Because, you know, people, especially children, want that happy family. And when it's broken up, well, yeah, that causes them a lot of misery. I love the plushies. I have like a bunch of these plushies. I love it. I especially love this little pink one. It kind of looks like Bo. With the little lazy eyes. The little lazy blue eyes. I love it. Let's check out the chalkboard here. I just want to zoom in, you know. Rainbows. Yeah, basically pictures of happy things, calming things, rainbows, the ocean, fruit, things that just bring peace and joy to people. Right, this house, this first house, represents the first stage of Aika's life, her childhood. So that's why there are a lot of dolls. Oh god. I don't know if it was like this in New Leaf. Did you guys, whoever played New Leaf, have Nook Mile tickets? I don't know. But we have Bubblegum KK playing. We have all these scarecrows, which I assume represent zombies. I mean, yeah, I don't want to insult anyone, because everybody has done this in the Animal Crossing community, where they've spent hundreds, maybe hundreds of Nook Mile tickets on finding their dreamies. But it's sort of like a cult, almost like they're all brainwashed to find like Raymond or Judy, like very specific villages. So this represents the soullessness of that. There's that weird picture of the Judy Raymond hybrid child. God, it looks sad. It actually makes me sad. It actually makes me sad. Look how sad she looks. Aww. Oh my goodness. Pardon me, sir. Excuse me. Pardon. I want to get to the front. Oh, okay. Sorry, can I just get through it? Okay. Anything else? I'm sorry. I don't mean to laugh. That's actually kind of funny. Right, so that hybrid child, Raymond and Judy's child, becomes this demon. Interesting. Yeah, this is definitely taking a jab at the Animal Crossing community. I remember when Animal Crossing, I've only played Wild World. I remember when it was more than just about aesthetics. The thing is, a lot of these villages have very similar personalities, unlike in the old games where they all had different personalities. Well, they're basically like NPCs, saying the same old thing over and over again, and the introduction of new animals like Judy and Audie and Raymond, well, people seek them for their aesthetics, which is, yeah, that is kind of sad, to be honest. There are people auctioning off villagers like slaves on Nookazon, and well, I have bought one of my villagers off Nookazon, so you know, I'm also part of that problem, maybe? Can I call it a problem? I don't know, but it's a very, yeah, this brings up a lot of debate. A lot of cause for debate. Okay, where to next? I don't know. Oh god. That's hurting my eyes. Oh dear. Okay, perhaps Aika. Oh, that's why Ah, that's what the ladder was for. Hello. Who are you? Jikenshitsu. 次は村での住民を作る。I don't know what he said. I don't know what he said. Someone translate that in the comment section, please. Oh, Diva. My girl with the massive sideburns. How you doing, my little friend? How you doing? Hello, Aika. お母さん大好き. She said I love my mommy. Aww. Oh, the skulls. Why are there so many skulls? Tell me what happened. What? Who are all these dead people? And who are you? Who's the murderer here? I'm scared. I'm scared. It's different outline from the Jacob's ladder. Am I going in the right order here? 4. I suppose I am going in the right order. I just need to check because this whole story needs to be played in the right order. You have the ocean landscape here with umbrellas and cherry blossoms. This could represent all of Aika's hopes and dreams drowning. That sounds depressing, but it could well be. I don't know about these skulls. Diva's okay with the skulls. But I'm not, I'm scared. And let's go into this little tiny house. Wait, this is a villager's house? Oh, okay. Hello, you're cute. Fribbit! I've never seen that villager before. He's cute though. Why are all the jocks like these little teeny tiny cutesy animals, and they always talk about how buff they are, how big their muscles are. Hello, my beautiful. I love you, Lily. Lily. Oh, but I have no time to talk to you. I love you though. Don't get me wrong. If I saw you on an island, I would nab you straight away. Nab you straight away. I love Lily. She's so cute. Yeah, this is looks like a desolated study room. Going along the theme that Aika has perhaps some sort of mental condition or numerous mental conditions, schizophrenia, and some have suggested DID. Yes, so she's probably tried to seek help for this condition. And the guy outside, he looks a little bit like a doctor. So perhaps this is the psychiatrist's office, psychologist's office. And I don't know if Aika did see a psychiatrist. Perhaps she did. She tried to get some help, but the scattered papers on the floor with the scrunched up balls of paper and the books lying all in a disorderly manner, and this room being dark and, well, filled with cobwebs, kind of suggests to me that the treatment didn't work for her. And it makes sense because, you know, even psychologists cannot truly understand the suffering of their patients. Not fully. there are good psychologists out there who try to help their patients, but they can't understand the pain fully. So it's almost like she's trapped in this cycle of pain and she just can't get out of it. Oh. So these frogs have meaning. I mean, I love the frog villagers. Jeremiah's my go-to, but this is creepy. Diva, she looks so funny. She's like, I wanna kiss you. Oh, Camo Frog, I love him. Where's Ribbot? I also love Ribbot. Oh, is that Tad? Tad is adorable. They're all cute. This one looks a bit strange. But still, I love my little froggies. Wait, let me see if I'm missing something on the walls. Yeah. Oh, okay, this is like a lab. Experimentation. Oh, I guess this is a psychiatrist's little lab. Could the frogs represent children? Children who perhaps are suffering from similar mental conditions like Aika. Could this suggest that the whole system of therapy is inadequate? I would say, you know, it is pretty inadequate. I mean, I undergo therapy myself, so I don't feel like they fully understand. And each one of these frogs just represent just another client. That's why there are tiny little frogs in these boxes, and it could also represent how Aika herself feels like she's trapped in this little box. She can't escape from her own mind. Yeah. This village is very complicated and complex and deep. I've always gotta check. There's radiators on the wall. I don't know what the skeleton represents. This is very spiritual. So it could either represent the doctor being, I mean, deep down, he doesn't care about Aika, maybe just helps people for money, or could be Aika, the mental condition taking over her soul is making her spirit die inside. It's very dark. Who's that? Wait, what is that? Oh, I can't go. Can I not go to the other side? Oh, that's... Oh my god, what is that? Is that supposed to be this? Yeah. Oh, we have Zucker, the octopus. Ah! Right, that's interesting. Okay, so I've noticed that she'll put the poster of the villager from Animal Crossing and the real life animal next to it. So you have Zucker and a real life octopus. And I don't know who that gorgeous little white bird is, but there's another white bird in front. So this is how children's minds work. They look at animals and even toys as real people, as real things, and they cling on to these things because of their loneliness. And a lot of people like me who play Animal Crossing, we love the villagers because, well, yeah, we do feel like they're real people and they give us happiness. And it's just a coping mechanism, especially for a child, to have that friend. And I assume Aika's a very lonely person. She's the only child. She only seems to get along with her mother. Yeah, interesting. And thrown into the mix of this is the ugly little centipede. I hate centipedes. Constellation. Oh, I want that poster. That's actually pretty cool. And we have a chart here of elements, an element chart. Okay. So this, I'm changing my interpretation as I go along because it's so complex. It's that complex. This is the laboratory of her mind. Her mind takes these real-life animals and turns them into these humanoid creatures that she can interact with and speak with, and it helps her. It helps her cope with whatever trauma she's faced. Okay, I get it. Yes, it's amazing. There's just not one fixed theory about this. There's so many possibilities of what each room and everything represents in this story. Oh. Turtles. Okay, there's a really creepy sound. There are lots of turtles, some of which are alive and some are just trophies. Again, I don't know if this is taking a jab at the Animal Crossing community, where we just perhaps use our villagers as trophies. I don't know if the blending machine is somebody blending turtle soup. But then again, this is Aika's mind, and this is the noise she hears in her mind, and something inside her brain torments her every day. This sound, I suppose that's what it represents, just the constant torment she faces night and day, struggling with her trauma and her numerous mental conditions all alone. Yeah, this is sad. And I know why people say this is scarier than Hitokuri. It's because this is real life. And real life is scary, especially if children have to go through such a terrible thing. Of course, don't bash me in the comments section. I know I'm not a psychologist, but on the theory that Aika does have DID, dissociative identity disorder, that's brought on by childhood trauma, and from what I know of it is that that happens in childhood, where someone is put through so much trauma, repeatedly faced trauma, to the point where their mind has literally shattered into these different personalities that are also coping mechanisms for the trauma sufferer, because a lot of these personalities, not personalities, but rather identities, hold the trauma of the child. Okay. Lots of tadpoles, and I do remember the frogs down below. Yes, so these are babies. Look at the egg. Baby tadpoles. Perhaps pointing towards her childhood, how these multiple identities were formed, bearing in mind that perhaps she went through so much trauma that her personality was shattered by it. And these could be the birth of all these little identities that hold her trauma. I don't know if that makes sense. I could be reading too much into it again, so just let me know in the comments section. I love reading your comments, because I realize, okay, I read too much into that. Oh, look at this. Oh wow, what is that little creature? Oh, it's so cute. It's a teeny tiny octopus. Oh, I forgot her name. Janet? Janet with them luscious lips. Oh, it is a little cute frog, dude. God, she likes her frogs. So, woman. Death. Tadpole. Frog. Human frog. This is very interesting. What could this mean? Okay, so humans die. Is this like, I don't know, evolution in her mind, that a human dies and then becomes a tadpole? And becomes a frog and becomes a human frog? I don't know. This looks like a schoolroom a little bit. And I don't know who this boy is. Maybe her friend? Yeah, that could actually be her friend. Her friend likes traveling and frogs. So they share that in common. They both like frogs. Maybe, maybe, maybe. Okay, so onwards and out. Are you her friend or her psychologist? Oh god, you just glitched. Okay, bye. You're a spirit too, aren't you? Aw. New York. I don't know if these represent actual people that died in her life, but it seems like her mind is plagued with the thought of death. Perhaps someone in her life died. Her mother? She seems to love her mother a lot. Or these little skulls could represent all the demons she faces in her mind. So, and there's a lot of demons. There's a lot of demons tormenting this poor, poor girl. The color seems symbolic. Blue is a very sad color. Yep. These are the frustrating, distorted sounds that she perhaps hears in her mind. Okay, we have pink over there. Pink. Usually, little girls love the color pink. Oh, blue. Little boys love blue as well. It's hard to tell whether... But I really just think that the blue represents her feelings of sadness. She's drowning in a sea of sadness. Aw, did we speak? Yes, we did. Oh, there's a wheelchair. I don't know if that means perhaps she uses a wheelchair, but... Oh. She likes pink. She wants to be just a normal little girl and have cute things. And she deserves it. Oh, yay. You know when you hear KK Parade, you know shit's about to go down. I think I'm supposed to go this way first. Okay, wait, there's pictures on the ground. Okay. Is that Aika's mom? That doesn't look like Aika because Aika wears a red dress. So, it could be her mom, I don't know, like with the cooking supplies, the blenders and the washing machines. Could be her mother. Something that she holds on to. These cute little puppies and toys and memories of her mother. These things she holds on to also cope with whatever trauma she's been through. Wonder why these two are off. Oh, hello! I love Drift. God, is this town just filled with frogs and frogs alone? I didn't realize that, but it has only frogs. Okay. Froggy Town. I don't blame her. I love frogs. They're so cute. I have a very tiny house. Oh, okay. Perhaps I should see who I... More... Utawanayada. No longer singing. Oh, so... That could be a poetic way of saying that somebody died. They can no longer sing. I get the feeling this is her mother. I don't think this is... Or it could be a teenage Aika. Teenage Aika, she's very intelligent, very smart. She's won a lot of trophies. She's musical, as far as I can see. But there is once again the hourglass, which references time. So it's almost like she seems perfectly normal here. But perhaps her descent into depression is just minutes away, if that makes sense. Basically, time is counting down till the point where she finally has a breakdown. Maybe. And that's why in this room filled with trophies there's cobwebs and just a very groggy looking room. Really makes me feel sad. Because it really, I mean, what I've seen so far with the ocean and the umbrellas with the cherry blossoms just floating there, and the skulls, which are maybe her demons, attacking her, and this room, it just, to me, says that this girl had so much potential. She had a lot of hopes and dreams, and that was taken away from her because she was struggling with some sort of trauma. My interpretation there. So this is... Oh, to measure height? Okay, the baby bears perhaps represent an adolescent Aika, and she's growing up. That's probably what this represents. She's grown up a little bit, and while she's been growing up, her mental conditions have also been worsening. So that's what it could represent. Possibly. Hello, goodbye. How you doing, my little cutie pie? Oh god, he's adorable, I love him. I love Tad. Probably one of my favourite jocks. Some parts of her memory are beautiful, like these little pink flowers, but everything is scattered around. All her memories are scattered around. Oh god, there's that pathway again. Oh, a little secret place. I just don't want to miss anything, so let me just see if I'm missing anything. I hope I'm not. No, I suppose this is the way I'm meant to go. Okay, I don't know if those are the Capricorn fragments. Oh, Cancer fragment. Aries fragments. Okay. Yeah, everything's scattered around. A mixture of things she loved, like her mother, and the potential she had, but that was messed up by something bad. But who's in there? Alright, what are these little prawns? Shrimps? Oh, a digging site, I see it. These are fossils. Oh, a spaceman with a star. That's very cute. I think that's cute. Aw, someone's really into space. There's a little alien dude there. Interesting. I'm also creating a space area on my island. Wow. So somebody really loves space. Okay, let's go. Oh, somebody in there. What? 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 Am I? Oh my god! I thought that the tent changed into the campsite. I'm a bit stupid. There's somebody in there, isn't there? Hello. Okay. Well, how? I don't know if it just does that. Where no one's inside. Whose house is this? Oh, okay. I need to check whose house this is. Oh, it's a boy. Better saw. Ah! Hakutsutai. Hawks. That's why I didn't understand. I didn't read it right. Oh, Hakustai. I don't really know what that means. So, this is somebody's little research tent. They're exploring this island, doing a bit of research. Books. So the thirst for knowledge. Aika wanted to find out more about her condition, and perhaps this boy wants to. He also thirsts for knowledge, but more about space and otherworldly things. Two individuals with two different reasons for the knowledge they seek. It looks wrong in my opinion. I don't know if that was intentional. Okay, maybe I just have my head in the gutter. These little aliens, whose house are they surrounding here? perhaps it was an alien invasion. Oh, hello! I love you. You're my favorite. Oh my gosh. He's my favorite jock ever. I love him. I love Ribbit. So, little aliens. Okay. Ah, spaceman playing a piano. A sock. Someone left their sock on the floor. Oh, a bunch of socks, huh? These Nova lights are off. Oh no! You cheeky. How could you? Serves me well. I've been pitfalling villagers. Perhaps that is the payback I receive. Food mess. Food mess. There's that nasty, nasty sound again. Sagashitemasu? Sagashitemasu means looking for something. Let me see if I can just zoom. Sagashitemasu? Looking for something, but I don't know what exactly. I don't know about you, but usually I think it's just best to put socks in the drawer, not display them outside, if you know what I mean. Oh cool, I didn't know it does that. That's really cool. Wow, it's haunted. Oh, it's you! Why do you have all these socks outside? Shizue no kutsushita wa nusumi yasui wa. She said some girl called Shizue, her socks are easy to wash. Is that why they're all splayed out on the ground? That's not how you wash socks. That's how they get dirty. Stupid. Okay. I don't know who she's supposed to represent. Maybe it's Aika? Oh. No. The black eyes. The soulless black eyes. Goodness gracious me. Okay. The showers. And the landscape here is, yeah, it's like a farm. Trying to water Aika, perhaps. You know, the flowers represent positivity and happiness. This is difficult. Wow. What do you guys think of this room? I read somewhere that Aika talks to flowers because she's schizophrenic. This is probably what that person was referencing when they said she talks to flowers, and I assume, based on that her eyes are black because it's just her mental condition taking over her, and I don't know what these flowers are saying to her. Maybe she's hearing voices. The flowers are her only friends. They comfort her, but inwardly she's very angry about something. And because she's angry about something, Perhaps the schizophrenia turns that into a negative voice that she hears in her head. I don't know. Perhaps. Perhaps. Oh god. Where'd you get those weird statues? I've actually never seen that statue before. What is it supposed to be? Oh, okay. Pondering statue. These men are fishing for Aika. This is hinting at the abuse that may have been going on in her life. Perhaps Aika was used as some sort of bait. Fishing bait. In a metaphorical sense. Perhaps a father. Oh, I dread to say it, but he may have abused her sexually and mentally, causing her to become traumatized and develop numerous mental conditions as a result. Yes. I don't know. That's a very tricky one, isn't it? So I can't go back here. Can't go there either. And we shall just go upstairs. This is kind of funny with the toilet seats. All these naked ladies are back. Some sort of wedding took place. Lending. Okay, I'm gonna go on a really huge limb here, but this is just a conspiracy theory. My mind tends to run away with conspiracy theories, but this reminds me of, I don't know if you guys have heard of it, MK Mind Ultra, where they supposedly very rich, wealthy people have kidnapped children and have subjected them purposefully to abuse and trauma in order to create a fractured mind, in order to create GID in a child's mind so that they could be easily controlled and manipulated. And I don't know, maybe I'm going too deep into the rabbit hole here, but these same people also are cannibals and have these elaborate parties where they slaughter children and eat them. I know that's a big old stretch of a theory, but I don't know why. That's the vibe I'm getting from this. And the toilets, well, simply put, is to say that these people are shit. So are their dinner parties. Or maybe it just is another room representing sin. This one being gluttony. That maybe is a bit of a more accurate theory. Please don't kill me, Illuminati. I don't want to die. I don't know. The reason why I said that is because it reminded me a little bit of Justin Bieber's music video as well as Katy Perry's music video. Katy Perry's Bon Appetit and Justin Bieber's, and I don't know what it's called, but there's a music video where he's dining with all these rich old people, and the food is really disgusting, and people have said that it represents those rich people being cannibals, killing children, eating human flesh. That's why I got those vibes. It's just, I don't know, that's what I thought. We all have a different interpretation, so leave yours down below in the comments section. I'm very eager to read it. Aliens, again, with the spaceships. An animal farm, so Animal Crossing maybe? Are the animals from... the villagers, are they aliens? Or are these islands that people go to? Because this is Bubblegum KK playing once again. Could represent the islands we go to find the villagers. The reason why everything is all jumbled up together is because, well, everything in Aika's mind is jumbled up. This is the distorted, fragmented memories she has in her mind, and everything is, oh jeez, Lord, oh what? Did anyone else see her get her neck blended? You okay? Are you alright? It's scary. Okay then. Oh, the creepy bug statues again. Okay, where to next? Why is this camera on? Okay. Have I not checked out yet? I haven't gotten to those houses. Wait, did I look at them? No, I haven't. Oh god, you scared me. This person scared me. Oh my god, the gas mask. You scared me, dude. Sensor ni katsu ni haberu so ga iru. Okay, sensor is Earth, maybe? But I don't want to say. I think I'm just going to get it wrong. I don't have enough confidence to translate this. Someone please translate it in the comments section. Are you an alien, a spaceman? Just a normal little boy? Or are you like Aika's imaginary friend? I really want to know, you know? Who are you? Tell me. Okay, you seem to represent a spaceman, so here you are again. Perhaps Aika would play at the arcades with her little space friend. He may be imaginary, he may be real. Either way, he's some sort of emotional support for Aika. Okay, I got the ladder. Cool, yeah. Everything here is distorted. I love you, okay? I love you. I love you. Ooh. The angel statues again. With the broken heads. Someone failed to protect her. Now, angels are supposed to protect people, especially children. And the missing head could just be me, but perhaps means someone failed to protect Aika. Ooh, look at all these dollies. So going along the theory that Aika has schizophrenia, these little dolls could be all her friends. They're probably real dolls, but being lonely, she spoke to these dolls, and perhaps they spoke back to her in her mind, and it comforted her a little bit. Okay, I assume I'd go there last. Don't know who the dude is with the pink hair. I'm loving that mask. I love that mask. I wear that mask sometimes. Scattered out here is a lot of trash. Rotten turnips. Okay. Let's go inside this house. Aw. There you are. Hey, how you doing? Oh, so this is like the first house, but all messed up. This is Aika's house, but it's not that pretty, beautiful little childhood home we saw with the birthday cake and her parents. This could be uncovering the reality of Aika's life, her childhood abuse she faced at home. Maybe her parents fought a lot. The cans could represent beer cans. You know, alcoholism. Alcoholism does destroy families. Overall, this messy house represents just a dysfunctional family. And Aika was witness to this dysfunctionality, and it, well, as you can imagine, broke her heart. Hey, Aika. Ito no fuko ga sonna ni tanoshii? Oh, that's sad. She said, do you think people's misery is fun? No, Aika, I don't. I want to hug you. You seem like you've had such a terrible childhood. Oh. She makes me really sad. Especially what she just said now. Okay. We have the little dolly dressed in red. It represents Aika. She's looking at a picture of her mother. So, some golden nuggets. Oh, no, not golden. Just regular nuggets. And you hear bubblegum KK. Usually it's such a happy, lovely song, but I don't know, in this town, in this village, it sounds happy, but there are like sad undertones to it. The lyrics to Bubblegum KK is, yeah, I'll never let them take my bubblegum away. So she clings to the image of her mother because it comforts her. The colors are very bright. Yellow. Yellow is usually a color of positivity. And thus, I think that when she thinks of her mother, it brings her a lot of positivity. The fact that there is mess scattered here, that Aika is sitting calmly here, it shows me that there's so much mess going on in her life, but she's calmed at the thought of her mother. There are bees there. I mean, wasp heads. They could represent, once again, those demons that she's dealing with, watching her, threatening her. It's not so much scary as it is just really sad. Hey! Aww. Excusez-moi. Yeah, we've got a bunch of shoes scattered around here. Everything is misplaced. You have a couple of phones on a washing machine and a couple of dolls on the lockers. Green doll on a green locker, pink doll on a pink locker, etc., etc. The only thing that's different is the butterfly, and it's on the yellow locker. And we've just come from the yellow honeycomb room. Once more representing positivity. Butterflies also are a symbol of hope. So there's this teeny tiny little bit of hope in Aika that keeps her stable. And I think she draws that energy from her mother. And even the dolls, which represent either fake, imaginary, or non-fictional friends. All of these things sort of stabilize her. This dream is almost like you're watching a little girl's mind crumbling apart, but you're also seeing the little girl's mind fighting to keep this broken spirit of a child strong, still alive, but it's crumbling. Aika and her little bed. We saw the bed in the beginning with the clocks, the ticking time bomb as such. There's the present. Don't know what's inside that. Does the present represent bribery? Someone bribed her? I don't know. Once again, we have the clocks here around the bed. And I don't know if the clock is of a robot holding a machine gun, but it looks like so. Okay. It's either ticking down to her death or ticking down to her mental breakdown. So, but perhaps having that, being so depressed, and death aren't that much far apart from each other. Sorry, Aika, I have to push you a wee bit. Okay. Aww. Why am I standing there? Get in there. That's just terrible. This is a horrible room. She's in a jail. There are people watching her. The statue of Nefertiti has an eye missing. Once again, it's the left eye. I spoke a little bit about the left eye in occultism in my previous video. And delving back into the world of conspiracies, the left eye is associated with those who perpetrate MK Mind Ultra upon children. And it seems as though Aika has she has an axe there, and she's being treated like less than an animal. Some people may say that she's just being put in jail because, well, she's turned into a homicidal maniac. I don't think so. I think this is perhaps a part in her brain where she holds her trauma, and I think these jail bars represent the trauma that she's buried deep down in her subconscious. That's why we have the distorted wallpaper and flooring, and all these women, all these people are watching her. And who knows, but it could be the case that she was purposefully abused, just like those MK Mind Ultra survivors. And, yeah. That's why there are all these statues with the left eye missing, watching her. What I'm trying to say is that it could be a cult abusing this child. Although it just makes me want to. I believe everything is intentionally put. So Nefertiti. Why pick Nefertiti? There are so many different busts you can choose from. Yep, it's really sad. You don't deserve that treatment. You really deserve people who would have treated you better, Aika. This makes me sad because it's true, it's real. This is something that does happen in real life. Oh, the board changed. The board has changed. Before there was a rainbow, if you recall. Now it is a black and white pattern. Black and white, good and evil, yin and yang. Also, perhaps you're getting sick of my conspiracies, but oh well. Well, black and white is very important in the cult, and especially, yeah, let's say the Illuminati. For them, it definitely represents good and evil, light and darkness. And also, going back to the room with the apples, the Garden of Eden as such, Aika's mind has become aware of the evil in the world. And she doesn't like it. Nobody does, but she really doesn't like it. Oh God. Okay, so the paintings from before have been changed. Her dog died. Her mother died. She died. Did her father murder her? Or was it Aika, because we have the axe here, that killed her family? I just wonder why that the father and the mother in this picture aren't scratched out. Something really bad happened to her and she cracked. Basically, she cracked, and that's perhaps what the ticking time bomb is. When you say someone's a ticking time bomb, they're just a bomb waiting to explode, and there was a lot of frustration built up inside of Aika. Perhaps if she had a different childhood, one where she wasn't abused, she would have been a normal little girl, and that's why there's so many hopes and dreams scattered around the island. Okay, look at this. You just have the mother and father in the picture, but Aika is scratched out. Love and treasure. Mother and father, love for sale. and the daughter at the front. In my opinion, it seems that her own parents were prostituting Aika. Because here you have the little hearts and her parents at the front. They're making a shiz ton of money. And for some reason their daughter, their little child, is at the front of the store. And there are like little acorns sprawled all around her. Perhaps the trauma stems from her parents prostituting her. And, well, she's undergone trauma, maybe MK Mind Ultra Control. If not MK Mind Ultra Control, just trauma that has shattered her soul inside of her, and she couldn't fight. So I don't know, she seems to love her mom, but I do get the impression that someone in the family was very abusive towards her. Selling love? Selling their child? There's some sort of link here, you know. What's with the hearts? What's with Aika being at the front? She's a doll. It's almost like the doll represents Aika as a commodity for her parents. That's why you have the dress here, Aika as a real person, but she's actually being treated like a commodity. It's really sad, it makes me want to cry. I hope you're okay. Aww. She's not okay, she's not. Aika. Oh, poor Aika. I only realized now, but there's like a spooky face on these stones. Oh, there's that weird man again. The man that was fishing. Yeah, yeah, like, if her parents were prostituting her, these are probably the men that paid to, well, you know, paid for their child, basically. And all these little dolls down here, these men are once more looking at these little dolls. I don't know, this just heavily is suggestive of human trafficking. It's my opinion, but this is what I see. And who are you? 次は人食い村が欲しいな. Oh, you know what he said? He said, the next is Cannibal Town. I want Cannibal Town next. Okay, so we all know about Hitokui, and so does this creator. Unless you're saying, okay, you're a wolf, and there was a wolf in Hitokui. So there is some kind of cannibalism going on here. Let's think about the party room in one of the previous houses where there was like a whole bunch of toilets. Ah, there are the eyes again. That is so creepy. Oh no. There's the weird Raymond and Judy child again. Aika. Okay. Oh my lord. Oh. That looks like a skull. On an ironing board. Once again, in these houses, there's some sort of distorting noise like this. In the previous ones, it was the blender. So there's something small yet piercingly aggravating in Aika's mind. So what is that? Just want to see. Ah, okay, this is interesting. We have a puzzle. I believe Aika has DID. This represents all the fragmented pieces of her mind that was brought on by maybe her parents selling her as a kind of sex slave to these random men. So that's the trauma maybe she's facing, and that shattered her soul, and perhaps she used Animal Crossing as a coping mechanism, just as she used the image of her mother as a coping mechanism. You have the switches there. These are the things that helped her to maintain her sanity for a while before she became a ticking time bomb and actually snapped. We have computers here. Okay. Pink computers. She's a little girl. She loves pink. But there is some disturbing imagery here. I don't know what that is. That looks like a face. And that looks like some blood. It looks like a demon face, but it looks like a child. It just looks like a very sad... Not actually, no, scratch demon. It just looks like a sad child. CCTV cameras, okay, with the eyes and the CCTV cameras. She was being watched by somebody. Oh, it's so disturbing, but my theory is that... Oh no, I don't know if I should say it. You have all these eyes watching her. There's like so many cameras. This has to be intentional, and my theory is that she was prostituted. But it doesn't end there. This was probably streamed live on the internet for people to watch. I hope I'm wrong. Please, anybody who actually knows the story, go ahead and tell me I'm wrong, because I don't want that to be true. Tell me to shut up and calm down. Oh my god, this is... Help. We have the steel walls. Once again, imprisonment. The feeling of imprisonment. Aika is desperately calling out for help. But she's not receiving any help. She didn't receive help from her psychologist. She didn't receive help from her father, but her mother is a different person, is a different character altogether. Somehow there's like leverage there. You have the little sweet music playing. I think this is called My Place, and sounds very light-hearted. Yeah. She's calling out for help, but no one can hear her. My god, this is so sad. There are... right. So, you know the parts that are blocked out are parts in her subconscious memory that she's not yet opened up. Have you noticed that each time she opens up one of the blocked doors, the scenery becomes more messy, the scenery becomes more horrible. In the first house, the back door was blocked, but once that was opened, yeah, the house that you go in the second time, that's supposed to be her house, I'm not explaining it well, but it looks messy. So once you open up those, so with DID, what I know of it is that you have these systems, identities, that hold the trauma of a child. And it's very dangerous for you to ask people suffering from DID about their trauma. Never bring that up, because they face like the worst of the worst. If these little doors that hold the trauma are open, really can have a detrimental effect upon the person. They could become suicidal. It could really destroy their sanity. It could really break their hearts. Breaking a heart isn't even the tip of the iceberg. It's just, it would have terrible effects. So that's probably what it is. She's got a lot of emotions buried deep in her subconscious, and those stores are holding her trauma. You saw in the last one, when the back door was open, it led to a prison filled with those Nefertiti heads looking at her. She was treated like an animal and abused as such. Erase. Rank A. Aika Village. Rank D. Rank A. Sagashitemasu. Oh my god, you know what this looks like? This looks like a little dead fetus. Oh my god, that's so sad. Is that supposed to be like Aika's childhood soul that died? Because that's what abuse does to a child. It kills their spirit. It kills the hopes and dreams that they have. And this little dead fetus is maybe symbolic of the childhood she lost due to the terrible things that she was put through. Noisy Village. Rank A. Erase Village. Past Village. Noisy Village. Erase. D-A-D-A. Does this represent something? Dad! Dad. Oh, I get it. Right. D-A-D. D-A-D. Erase. Erase dad. Is my mind just going a bit too far here? I think it means erase dad. Eliminate the father, perhaps. Erase the village. Could also mean she just really, really, really wants to get rid of all these terrible memories as the villagers. Basically, her mind, her subconscious mind, the purgatory of her mind. She wants to erase that. She perhaps wants to start a new life all over again. And it could also mean she wants to erase her father, because her father is perhaps the one who brought on all this trauma, all this misery into her life. Hence why in that other room in the first house, you see a man, a huge man, and perhaps he's extremely narcissistic and he's got all these women around him. And it could be Aika's father. Aika's father may have sexually abused her and also sold her off and treated her mother badly. So she wants to erase all the trauma and abuse he put her through. He represents all her trauma. That's just my interpretation. Feel free to disagree. Hey, it's all about disagreeing and agreeing and interpreting and misinterpreting, isn't it? That's what makes these villages so interesting. This is just... Oh, that's awful. What is that splurge supposed to be? Once again, we have the jail bars. The dog bowls. The kitty litter box. The trash. This, I don't know. I don't think that's blood. That could be vomit or something else. Vomit? don't know what that black hole is. My theory is Aika just faced the worst conditions as a child. She was put in a cage and treated worse than a dog. She wasn't given that normal childhood. She ate from a dog bowl. She pooped in a kitty litter box, and there's the apple. There's the apple. The apple is her father. The yellow flower is her mother. This is positivity for her, the yellow flower. And perhaps her father and her mother, even though she loved her mother so much, they both abused her and kept her in the cell and then sold her off as a prostituted their daughter. I don't get why this flower is out here. I mean, if it represents her mother, you'd think that her mother would be maybe inside there with her, trying to help her, but the flower is out here. Could be, hope is out of reach for Aika. But this apple, it's so strongly linked to that room in which I think that statue of that man was her father, and she seems to hate her father. She wants to erase her father, erase the village, erase this world of misery that her father created for her. And I think her father is the one that really abused her and treated her badly, and he may have even raped her. He may have even raped her himself, and he got other men to rape her. I told you this is going to deal with very heavy concepts. So this is not for children. This is scary. My nose is a bit blocked. I'm sorry if this is upsetting anybody. It's upsetting me. But at the same time, people need to be aware of what is actually happening in the world, and if the story can be told, even through an Animal Crossing town, then I think that's quite important. Did you remember what I said about Nefertiti and her left eye that's missing? Look at that. Oh, how could you? You're so mean. I should not walk on this. Well, you still have jokes, Aika. You still have jokes. Look, her left eye is also gorged out. So you have black and white, and also the black and white on the chalkboard, if you remember. Good and evil, yin and yang. In her left eye, she's opened her eye. She's opened her mind. No, not she, but her father abusing her led her at a very young age to open her eyes to evil, and children can't handle that level of evil. They can't. And it destroyed her mind. It destroyed her as a person. How do I get there? Hello? Oh no, how do we get there? Okay, I have to jump there, I see. That's, okay, I don't mean to be disgusting, but this looks like it could represent a womb. A person's womb, just the shape of it. Which is perhaps hinting at the sexual abuse. It looks like a womb. I mean, it's very... it's a little bit phallic to me, but, I don't know. I think... What do you guys think? I have an imagination that runs a bit too wild. Hello, Aika. 村のデータを削除しますか? She said, do you want to delete the data of this village? So we saw in the previous house that she wanted to erase the village. She wants to erase her dad. She wants to delete this torment in her mind. I hope you'll find peace, Aika. I hope she'll move on and find peace, find heaven. She's in purgatory, but her mind is purgatory. Here we go again. Okay, the house. Birthday cake, it's on the floor. We have, once again, sweet things like cake and stars. A little cherry blossom? No, that's a weird animal. We have sweet things combined with trash scattered all over the floor. Hopes and dreams scattered because of this dysfunctional, abusive family. I can't go through there. What was in there before? Oh, that was the father's den the last time. So he's doing secret bad things in there. Oh, this TV is actually hurting my ears. There's that distorted sound once again, symbolizing the constant torment. That little tiny, it's very tiny, but it's so sharp that it's actually aggravating. It's so aggravating, you can't get rid of it, that noise. And it's in her mind constantly screaming at her. Guys, I'm sorry if this is making you sad, but you were warned in the beginning, so. Okay, and now we have this music, which also sounds a bit distorted. Blue, the color blue again. Colors are very important in this village. It's a very melancholy color. It's usually representative of sadness. We have a gumball machine. And the dolls. Yeah, very sad music. Skeletons. These are monsters and skeletons. Just the skeletons of her trauma, the skeletons of her. Basically everything bad that's happened to her. That's why these long-necked dinosaurs look so sinister. Because they do represent something sinister. They represent this little girl's trauma. The gumball machine, perhaps representative of her longing to be that normal little girl. It could also mean that, you know, you put money in the gumball machine and something sweet comes out, going back to her parents prostituting her. She's like the sweet little gumball that people pay money for, and, well, yeah, I don't want to say what happens after, but it's so terrible. At least the theory that I have is quite terrible. I hope it's not as terrible as I make it out to be. I hope I'm just over-analyzing here. I'm a Virgo, we over-analyze. So. Aww. Oh my god. Did she kill herself? It's like, it would have been a graveyard, but instead of an actual stone, a graveyard stone, we have a well, and it's almost like someone just dumped her body in there. And I think it just shows you that she was so mistreated in her life. She was literally treated like trash, thrown about, and given off to anybody who would pay for her, and her body was treated like trash. Maybe that's why outside this, the skeletons of the dinosaurs look a little bit like a womb, because, well, she was treated like nothing. Like, she wasn't even treated like a human being. I don't know, though. This is like the saddest place I've ever been to in Animal Crossing. This is so sad. I don't know. These little chips, could it be like the... I'm just saying, could it be the MK Mind Ultra, like the chip of trauma they want to instill in her to make her do whatever they want? Hey, it's just my theory. Aww. Where did you get that creepy looking thing? Oh my god, that is creepy. Where'd you get that? I've never seen that. Perhaps these are... This is a room of escapism. It's a place that she created in her mind to escape bad things. She's floating in the sky, and look, these little aliens around her. But these aren't necessarily good things. I mean, there are still things troubling her. Look at that, the skeleton of the dead fetus, and the monster, the skeleton, the dinosaur skeletons that I believe represent her pain that she's carrying. There are obstacles in her way. Basically, she cannot, no matter how hard she tries, no matter how much she tries to escape or imagine something beautiful like heaven, like this place, there are the monsters, her demons, basically still follow her around. Oh my god, this video is almost 2 hours long. I didn't know that it would take so long to film. It's so complex. Oh god, no. I don't like these things. They creep me out. We have a magazine with a happy looking Aika in there. Very polished Aika. Autumn leaves. Books. I don't know who the crabs represent. Pinecone. Autumn. Okay, there's the timer again. She seemed interested in traveling the world because outside, you know, on the distorted pavements, there's like the Tower of Pisa and a few other things, and now you have the Glaive and you have the Sahara tickets down there. she's very curious. She thirsts for knowledge. I don't know what those little crabs are though. Alien crabs. Spooky. What else? Is this... wait. Is this the last house? I don't know. I kind of want to go to the SOS bit. Just to see. Who have we done so far? We've done you. And you. And you. Yes. We've done them all. Oh my. No, wait. Oh, we have not done you, have we? Oh, yes, we did. That's the... yep. The girl... Aika. Aika's little tiny room filled with trophies. Right, before I end this, I think it'd be good to just go to the SOS bit. Aww. Take care of yourself. Really hope you get to find peace. Okay, I can't go there. Oh, jeez. This is what I was talking about, the Tower of Pizza. She's intelligent. Aika's not stupid, she's very intelligent, very knowledgeable. It's just all her potential was wrecked by her trauma. She didn't get to live that normal, lovely childhood that every child is deserving of. Hello, Diva. Oh, here it is, SOS. And then next to the SOS is a lighthouse. Clearly, she's really crying out for help here. She's so lonely and sad, and she's so lost. And her mind is just a purgatory of sadness, of misery. She's still calling out for help. And it could be that she's calling out to us as the players for help. Because there are so many children, just like Aika in real life, going through this as we speak. Aika Village is very, it is scary, but it's very sad. Well, that's it. That was Aika Village. I am going back home now. If you like this, don't forget to leave a like and comment down below. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe and put down in the comments any other horror towns or any other cool, interesting towns with a story that you want me to travel to. Also put down your own dream address. I want to explore your towns, and if you're okay with it, I would like to use it in my YouTube video. Because it's cool. I like this. I like these dream towns. Thank you so much, and I guess I will see you in the next video. Bye! Until next time, Luna.